Go, Savannah.
Hi, my name is Savannah Twombly, and for my senior project, I decided to upcycle old or worn out furniture pieces and give them new life or purpose. I decided to do this project in the summer because there are a lot of flea markets that are open, which is where I ended up getting a lot of my pieces, and it's also important to be able to sand outside, obviously. So what is the greatest benefit of upcycling? And for my project, I argued that the environmental aspect is the greatest benefit of upcycling because of climate change and everything that's been going on lately. And by upcycling furniture, you're keeping that piece out of landfills, and you're also decreasing the need to manufacture new furniture. But another benefit of upcycling is just the sense of accomplishment. It's your own piece, you completely created it, and I learned that that's really hard to actually give away after you put so much time and effort into it. So my inspiration for this topic, one of them was the show Fixer Upper that I love. And in the show, they redo old houses for clients, and I just really admire her vision for seeing the potential in something that a lot of people can't. And then the other show is Flea Market Flip, and it's basically two teams, and they redo 3 pieces, and then they try and make a profit from those pieces, and whichever team has the biggest profit wins. And then I also use Pinterest a lot. It's where I get a lot of my ideas, and my mom is also my other inspiration because she brought me to antique stores originally, and that just really sparked my interest, and she also showed me a lot of different techniques. So some places that I went and people that I connected with, I went to the Concord Antique Gallery a lot. They basically all know me in there. And one of the ladies that works in there is actually my school nurse from elementary school at Henniker. And I have peanut allergy, so especially when I was little, she always had her eye on me. And so it's really cool seeing her in there still. And there was another lady that I started talking to her about my project, and she was super interested in it, and she gave me a couple of shows that I had to watch, some websites that I had to check out. And then she showed me some of the pieces that she's actually doing and asked me to come back with pictures of mine. So it was really cool meeting someone with a similar interest. I also went to Seconds to Go in Pittsfield, New Hampshire. It's a barn that's just packed full of basically junk, but sometimes you can find some good stuff in there. And my favorite was I actually went to Elephant's Trunk Flea Market in Connecticut. I went down with my mom, and then we stayed in a hotel overnight and got up really early in the morning, and we were there for over 5 hours just going through everything. And while I was there, I actually saw them filming my favorite show, Flea Market Flip, and so that's Lara Spencer. It's a picture that I took, hoping to find the episode sometime. And so that was probably my favorite part, but I also went to the Londonderry Flea Market. This was one of the pieces that I redid. I found it for free on the side of the road in Bow, and I sanded it. I had to patch the side a little bit because there was some damage, and then I painted it black and sealed the top, and then just added some baskets. This was another piece that I did. It's a carpenter's chest, and I got it from Elephant's Trunk Flea Market for $30. And I just sanded it, painted it. I kept the original hardware, the original inserts, and then kept some of the original paint on the inside to keep the value of it being an antique. This was a cedar chest that I converted into a bench. And so it was originally green. I just painted it black and took off the hardware, added a cushion with the fabric, and I got this piece for $25 from Seconds to Go. So these were some shovels that I redid. I actually got this idea from my mom's hairdresser. And so I bought one for $5 from Seconds to Go, and then one for $8 from the Concord Antique Gallery. And so I just used steel wool to get some of the rust off. And then I used a rust spray, which makes the surface able to paint. And then I added the pumpkin faces using stencils and just added the bow. And they make a great decoration for your front step or for in your house for Halloween. This was a 603 sign that I made from reclaimed barnwood. I got the wood for $8 at the Concord Antique Gallery. And I stenciled the 603 with white paint and then just used some sandpaper to take off some of the paint to make it look older again. So prior to this project, I'd never actually sold any of the pieces that I had redone. I've redone a coffee table and a chair for my room, but I kept both of those. And so it was kind of hard figuring out the best way to sell and reach the most amount of people. And I didn't know if people would really take a 17-year-old that seriously if they wanted to buy from me. So, but I decided to use Facebook to reach as many people as I could. So I just made a post on my page and explained my project a little bit, and then put before and after pictures. And I had people bid on if they wanted a piece, and the bidding lasted for 3 days. And then whoever had the highest bid ended up getting that piece. And I wanted to donate to Live and Let Live Farm in Chichester, New Hampshire. I'd heard about the sanctuary from some friends, and they take in a lot of bigger animals that a lot of other shelters won't, like horses and cows and stuff. And they don't euthanize, and they also take in a lot of pregnant dogs because a lot of shelters don't want to have room for like all of those puppies. And a lot of people end up giving up their dog if it's pregnant because they can't afford or take care of all the puppies. So this is just a chart that I made, and it shows how much I bought each piece for, how much I sold it for, and then the profit that I would have made if I was doing this as a job. So in total, I bought all 6 pieces for $76, and I sold all of them for $446. And the profit that I would have made is $370. And it was funny, the dresser that I actually got for free ended up selling for the most, so that was a really good profit. The overall success was really great. It's something I'll definitely continue to do. I'm actually going to a flea market in Brimfield, Massachusetts this weekend to get more furniture pieces, redo them, and sell them. I have 2 people that requested to have a 603 sign since my other one sold. And then I've had 4 people that want me to redo their own pieces that they just have never gotten around to from their house. And on Facebook, I had 204 likes, 50 comments, 26 shares, 31 bids, and raised $446 in 3 days. So it was really great to get a lot of positive feedback because I didn't know how it would work out. It was the first time I had ever done it. And this project has helped me grow because senior year can mean that a lot of things are coming to an end. And for me, that means my last year probably playing soccer. And that was kind of scary to think about at first because it's the only real hobby I've ever really had. It's the only sport I've played. And, but finding this new hobby really made me feel a lot better. And it's just never too late to find a new hobby and learn more about yourself. So, any questions?